WWE has released more NXT superstars in the post WrestleMania Nick Khan future endeavor budget cut list. We're going to break it all down here on the Flex Zone podcast. Hit that thumbs up down below. Hit that bell for notifications. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Welcome, Flex Zone family. Comment, let me know what you think about these releases. And if any more could be on the horizon. Again, it's the Flex Zone podcast, the only place giving you your sports how you want it, when you need it. Let's talk NXT releases after this. Flex Zone Fridays here on the Flex Zone podcast. God's favorite host, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Acknowledge us as we the ones, the head of the sports podcast table. I'm God's favorite host, the host of the Moist, BKD, back with some breaking WWE NXT news as releases are upon us and the post WrestleMania Nick Khan budget list, future endeavor list continues to grow. A lot of news coming out back to back to back. I think the releases are done for today, but with WWE, you never know. So let's break it down. First and foremost, Malcolm Bivens and Dakota Kai have been released from their NXT contracts. According to Fightful Select and Wrestling Inc., Bivens and Dakota Kai were released from their contracts today. No word what led to Kai's departure, but Bivens reportedly wanted to leave. WWE pushed Bivens to resign last year, and he did, which led to a short extension. He was asked about resigning an extension this past February, but he reportedly made it clear he did not want to resign. Bivens said that he did initially sign, with WWE in 2019. He has managed Omos, Bronson Reed, then the team of Enda share with Veer Mahan, who is on Raw. Veer has come. And then he then started Bivens Enterprises with them. He was brought back to TV in December 2020, managed Tyler Russ. Bivens had led the Diamond Mine since June 2021, but began a storyline with Roderick Strong, which you can see over the past few weeks, especially this past week. If you watch NXT, we know you don't, but I'm here to break it down and let you know what happened. It's forcing changes to the group in hopes of picking up momentum. Looks like Bivens was one of those changes. Bivens is a great heel manager, a great mouthpiece. I'm sure he can go to any indie promotion, any mainstream promotion, whether that's an Impact or AEW, and be a great mouthpiece for a heel or a budding rising star that needs to get over. I think Michael Bivens will be just fine. Dakota Kai signed with WWE in 2016 and leaves a two-time former NXT Women's Tag Champion. She has not wrestled since losing to Mandy Rose, NXT Women's Champion, on the April 12th NXT 2.0 episode. She was rumored for a long time for a main roster call-up at one point, and she was even on a few SmackDown Dark matches as much as last year and January this year. There's no word on her future, obviously, but Dakota Kai released. I think she's one of the best women in WWE, whether you're talking about NXT or the main roster. Probably was main roster ready the end of last year. But do you really trust the main roster to do good about Dakota Kai? And with her skill set and her ability, her recent gimmick with the schizophrenia was stupid, was goofy, was dumb. But all in all, Dakota Kai is a valuable asset. She could go to Impact, who does have the best women's division in all of North America, or AEW, who is still building their women's division and needs more primetime players, and Dakota Kai could definitely be that for Tony Khan. I love Dakota Kai. I think she's amazing, and I think she deserves better and deserved better in NXT and never got her chance to be the woman with the title, which I think she should have gotten, even if it was a brief run. But I think now she'll really realize her worth on the indies and possibly with an AEW or Impact, and you'll see how good she really is. Now, more releases came in shortly after that. Several additional NXT releases have been confirmed this afternoon. As noted earlier, Malcolm Bivens and Dakota Kai are no longer with the company, but Fightful reported that Harland, baby Brock Lesnar, was compared to Brock Lesnar by even guys such as Paul Heyman, the next big thing, he has been released. Harland, Persia Pirotta, Raelyn Divine, Draco Anthony, Vish Kanya, Mila Malani, and Blair Baldwin have also been released. Harland was signed in February 2021 and came in with a strong buzz into the company, endorsed by Paul Heyman, as I mentioned, among others, and was compared to a young Brock Lesnar, hence the baby Brock term. He has not wrestled since defeating Draco Anthony on March 1st NXT 2.0, but was involved with Joe Gacy and NXT champion Braun Breaker in their feud as he is the lackey to Joe Gacy. There have been speculation of Harland's status after out of nowhere he stopped making appearances in the vignettes to build the Gacy and Breaker at NXT Spring Breaking next week. Draco last wrestled on April 12th NXT show, losing to Zion Quinn. He was known as Chase Cruz or Blake Cortez in the ROW promotion, owned by WWE Hall of Famer Booker T, and was signed out of SummerSlam when they had tryouts in 2021. Pirotta last wrestled on the March 15th NXT show, losing to her former tag team partner Indy Hartwell. Pirotta was involved in an ongoing storyline with Hartwell, Duke Hudson, and Dexter Lumis. After working in Australia and the Indies, Pirotta was signed by WWE as part of the 2021 Performance Center class of international recruits. Divine is a sister of WWE SmackDown superstar Mace. Didn't know that, never seen her on TV. A native of Massachusetts, she previously played college basketball at the University of Central Florida and Penn State. She was also signed coming out of the 2021 SummerSlam tryouts. Kanya is an Indian MMA fighter. Surprised they released one of them because of their deals with Saudi Arabia and India. Also known as Sajana George, excuse me, she was signed in the same April 2021 class that featured Perota. Malani, formerly known as Morga, was signed in November 21 after a career in the Indies. Baldwin, known as Chloe Christmas, was signed to work as a referee in 2021 after working a tryout in March 2020. She made headlines back in November after WWE assigned her the Paige name but changed it to the Blair Baldwin name due to the former WWE Divas Champion Paige already having that name. And just when you thought WWE was done, another NXT superstar was released as Dexter Lumis was released from WWE. His contract today. Thank God, because on the main roster, they would have probably turned him into a mime since he doesn't talk and put the paint on his face, and he would have been stuck and trapped in a box chasing his 24/7 title. But Dexter Lumis released. He has been cut from his contract, and the whole list now, according to Fightful, is Dexter Lumis, Malcolm Bivens, Dakota Kai, Harland, Persia Pirotta, Raelyn Divine, Draco Anthony, Vish Kanya, Mila Malani, and Blair Baldwin. So 10 names in total. And Lumis signed with WWE in 2019, February, after a run on the Indies, and he was in Impact. He was recently involved in an ongoing storyline with Duke Hudson, Indy Hartwell, and Persia Pirotta, who was also released today. Lumis last wrestled on the April 19th NXT show, teaming with Hudson for a loss to NXT champions Pretty Deadly. So a total of 10 releases in all Flex Zone family, WWE Universe, NXT Universe. What do you guys think? Are there more releases on the horizon? Who could be released next? Could Roderick Strong? Could some more NXT names, guys we may not know, girls we may not know, guys who were just signed in the last year or two, be trimmed or cut from Nick Khan's budget list? Let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already to the podcast. Hit that thumbs up if you like the WWE NXT news I bring to you. Check out our draft profiles on the prospects of the 2022 NFL Draft. We did a live stream last night of the first round of the NFL Draft where we talked about and broke down each and every selection here on the Flex Zone Podcast, the only place getting you your sports how you want it when you need it. I'm God's favorite host, the host of the Moist. Head of the Sports Podcast table. We the ones acknowledges the Flex on Podcast. We do this every Monday, 10 p.m. Check out our podcast, check out our live streams, check out our mock drafts, our draft profiles, and of course our live stream from last night. Again, Dexter Lumis, Malcolm Bivens, Dakota Kai, Harland, Persia Pirotta, Draco Anthony, Raelyn Divine, Vish Kanya, Mila Malani, and Blair Baldwin, all released from WWE NXT. Total of 10 names. The post WrestleMania Nick Khan future endeavor budget cut list is upon us. Let me know what you think, guys. You always are sad when guys and gals lose their job, but WWE can't never get too comfortable because you can be gone in the blink of an eye. But in the blink of an eye, we'll be back with more content. Subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, like the video, comment down below. Where would you like to see these individuals go? What's next for them? Are you sad? Are you hoping they come back one day? Impact, Indies, AEW. Control your narrative. Where do these individuals go? New Japan Pro Wrestling. Some guys like Dexter Lumis and Malcolm Bivens, Dakota Kai, and Harland, I don't think will have problems finding work, in my personal opinion. And I think they could be good contributions to any company in North America or Japan. Let me know your thoughts down below. God's favorite host signing off. Till next time, NXT breaking release 10 shooting stars and others. God's favorite host, y'all. Till next time, I'm gone.